Good morning. So this is a class for my Wednesday group as I can't be with you. Just make sure you have a block and a strap to hand, maybe some water, and we're going to get going. As always, listen to your body, make sure everything is feeling okay for you today. Every day can feel different, our body can show up different things, so do listen. If you need to adapt anything, then do so, or if you need to release out any sooner or change an asana, make sure you do. Okay, let's get going. So we're going to start in Balasana today. So coming down onto your mat, we're going to fold our forehead down, our arms alongside our body, relaxing the shoulders. Making contact with the forehead to the floor, or bringing the forehead to some support if you need it. And as you breathe in through the nose, I want you to visualize that you're breathing in through the forehead. And you're sending that breath all the way down to the spine. As you exhale, you're exhaling from the spine all the way back up and out through the forehead. So we're going to take a few breaths like this. Breathing in, visualizing that breath entering through the forehead, entering from the ground beneath us, and drawing that breath all the way down to the base of your spine. As you exhale, that breath is traveling back up through the spine and releasing back out through the forehead. So just grounding you at the start of your practice, letting go of any activity from your day. Really being fully present in your body, in this moment. Letting go of anything you need to do later or tomorrow or next week, just being in the present moment. We're going to take one more breath here. When you're ready, we're going to come to table pose. So our hands are underneath our shoulders, our knees are underneath our hips. We're going to take a breath in, start to arch the back, bringing the head up, and as you exhale, you're going to roll through the spine, bringing the chin down towards the chest, pushing the hands into the mat, and continuing through. So breathing in, letting that breath travel through the spine, bringing up the head, extending into the arms, and then exhaling, rolling the spine to the ceiling. We're going to take one more breath like this, breathing in, letting that breath travel. Let's start to rotate through the joints, so sitting back towards our right heel, continuing through to our left, rolling through our wrists, releasing anything the body's holding. Checking in with the hands, the wrists, the arms, the shoulder joint, checking in with the ankles and the knees, the hips. Just let your eyes close, just draw your intention inwards. Moving around whatever way feels good. We're going to reverse that circle now. Taking your time. Easing out ourselves into our practice today. Coming back to center when you're ready. Place your right hand in the middle of your mat. We're going to reach up with our left arm, stretching up towards the ceiling. And then changing sides, bringing your left hand down, reaching up with the right. And we're going to do that one more time. Our right hand is down, our left arm is reaching. And changing sides, left hand is down, right arm reaches up. And then the hands are back under the shoulders. We're going to tuck our toes, start to go back into downward dog, pushing the heels back. Taking the fingers wide. And let's start to walk into each leg. Really roll around on your toes. Let the toes release anything they're holding. Going from one leg to the other. Pushing the hips back, relaxing the head. We're not holding the neck at all. And then pushing back, holding that downward dog position. The heels are back, fingers are wide. Taking 2 more breaths here. Starting a slow walk towards the top of your mat. Keeping the feet hip width apart and just folding forwards. A nice stretch into the back of the legs. And then very slowly just bring yourself up. Really take your time, keep your gaze down until you're fully upright. We are going to come to our sun salutation. So let's bring our feet together. Let's bring our arms alongside our body. We're tucking in the tailbone, pulling the shoulders back and down. So already starting to lengthen, grounding the feet into the mat, taking a breath. Just take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. What does your body need? Say it to yourself now. We're going to take a breath in, starting to bring up the arms, looking upwards, reaching for the ceiling, lifting out of the waist. And then exhaling to come all the way down to your mat. We're going to breathe in and look forward, lengthen through the spine. Our right leg is stepping back. We're bringing that right knee down, straightening that right foot, coming to our crescent lunge. Reaching up, looking up. You can keep your hands on that knee if you need to. We're going to bring the hands to the mat. We're going to step back to plank. Keep that core pulled in, suck in the tummy. We're going to start to lower, so we take a bend into our elbows, our chin, our chest, our abdomen come to the mat. And then the hands are just under the shoulders as we roll up to cobra. Breathing here. We start to tuck the toes under as we come back to downward dog. Pushing back. Bringing the heels down. Taking a breath. We're going to step the right foot forward, come back to crescent lunge. Our left knee is coming down. We're breathing in, reaching up, looking up. Bringing the hands back to your mat, stepping that left foot forward, taking a breath in the forward bend. Let's breathe in, come all the way up. Reach up, look up, and exhale. Bring your awareness back to your intention today. And we're coming back to mountain pose when you're ready. Let's breathe in and exhale. Breathing in, lengthening into the spine. We're stepping our left leg back to crescent lunge. Breathing in, reaching up, looking up. We're going to bring the hands to our mat, step back to plank, keeping that core pulled in. Breathing into the abdomen and lowering down. Rolling up. Downward dog. Taking a breath here. We're going to step our left foot forward, back to crescent lunge. Right knee comes down, breathing in. Back to the mat, stepping that right foot forward, coming back to your forward bend. Breathing in, coming up, reaching up, and exhaling. We're coming back to mountain pose when you're ready. So arms back alongside you, making sure we're tucking that tailbone in, relaxing our shoulders, pulling the shoulders back. Let's breathe in. Exhaling. Breathing in, looking forwards. Exhale the right leg back. Left leg back. Strong plank. Taking a breath. We're going to lower to our mat. We're going to roll to Bhujangasana. This time we're going to sit back to extended child's pose. Relaxing the head down. And we're coming to downward dog. Pushing back. Breathing here. We're going to extend our right leg back, three-legged dog. Remember, this is optional. You can keep both feet on the mat if you prefer. We're going to look forward, step forwards for warrior one. Bending that right side, bringing up the arms. Keeping the gaze forward. We're going to bring our hands behind, link our fingers, squeeze our palms together, pulling the arms back. Bring the arms back to warrior one. Let that that right hand come to your mat or to your block. Reach up with your left arm. We're going to twist the other way. Our left hand is coming down, our right arm is reaching up. We're twisting towards that knee. Taking a breath here. Both hands back to your mat. Step that left foot in, folding over both feet. Breathing in, coming up, reaching up, exhaling. Back to mountain. Breathing in, exhaling. Breathing in, looking forwards, left leg back, right leg back, you're in your plank. Lower down, rolling to cobra, downward dog, holding, taking a breath, left leg extends back, three-legged dog. We're coming into warrior one. When you're ready, left foot forward. Bend into that left side, bringing up the arms. We're going to bring the hands behind, squeeze the fingers or squeeze the palms, pulling the arms back. Warrior one, bringing the arms up. Left hand is coming down, right arm is reaching up, looking up if the neck is okay. Right hand down, left arm reaches. Both hands back to your mat, step that right foot forward, back to your forward bend. See if we can delve a little deeper here, the body's starting to warm up. One more breath. Pulling the tummy in as you come up. Reaching up, looking up, exhaling. We're going to do one more round either side. So if you do need a sip of water, just grab it now. We are going to be moving on. When you're ready, coming back to mountain. Taking a breath. Let's go. Breathing in. Exhaling down. Breathing in, looking forwards. Exhale, step that right foot back. Come back to your crescent lunge. Breathing in, maybe taking that back bend a little deeper. Bringing the hands to your mat, sitting back to that right heel. You can lower, you can stay up quite high if you need to. We're listening to the body. We're coming to that point that suits us today. We're going to roll forwards again into our crescent lunge. Reaching back. We're going to bring the hands down, step back to plank pose. Lowering down, rolling up, heels into our child's pose. Taking a breath here. And back to downward dog when you feel ready. Right leg comes back into three-legged dog. And then we step forward into warrior one. We're going to bring the hands back behind us, linking our fingers, squeezing our palms, and this time maybe folding forward towards that right leg, bringing the arms up behind you. If this doesn't suit you, you stay upright, keeping the arms back. We're going to release, come back to warrior one more time. Bring the hands down, step that left foot forward, coming back to your forward bend. And breathing in, coming up. Exhaling. We've got one more side to do when you're ready. Coming back to mountain. Taking that breath in. Exhaling down. Breathing in, the gaze is forward. We're going to step back with our left leg into our crescent lunge. So that left knee is down, we're bringing up the arms. Maybe going a little bit further now into a back bend. If it feels okay, if not, you keep the body quite upright. Remember, you're always checking in with your body, always listening. And then let your hands come to your mat and start to sit back towards that left heel. Remember, you decide how far you want to go. We can stay quite upright. We can start to fold towards that right leg if it feels okay. And we're always checking in, we're always listening. And we're rolling forward once again. Both hands come back to your mat. We're stepping back to plank, holding here, and lowering down. Rolling up. Downward dog when you're ready. Pushing the hips back, relaxing the head. We're extending back with our left leg this time, three-legged dog. And coming forward for warrior one. Bending into that left side, bringing up the arms, holding here. And then we're taking that squeeze of the hands behind the back. Remember, we have the option of staying where we are here or folding towards that left knee. Coming back to our warrior one, bringing up our arms. And then bringing our hands down, stepping that right foot forward. We're coming back to our forward bend one more time. Seeing if our body wants to delve a little deeper. And then using our core muscles as we come up. Reaching up, looking up. And exhaling. Do grab some water if you need it, just before we move on. So when you're ready, we're going to be taking our legs wide. We're going to turn our right foot out. We're going to take a bend back into that right leg, into our warrior two. We're going to turn our head towards our right hand, looking over the tips of the fingers, making sure that right knee is not going over your ankle. You want to keep it in line. We're going to let that right elbow come down, reach up and over with that left arm. Breathing here. We're going to come back to warrior two, looking over that right hand. And we're going to come back to that elbow down, reaching with that left arm. Coming back up, warrior two, one more time. Releasing the arms, turning that right foot in, turning that left foot out, taking that bend into the left side. You may need to shuffle that foot forwards, making sure the knee's not over the ankle, extending into the arms, turning your head towards that left hand now. And bringing that elbow down, reaching up and over with the right arm. Back to warrior two. Once again, left elbow down, reaching with the right arm. And back to warrior two. Releasing the arms, releasing the legs. Just step the feet in a little. So we take them a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're going to breathe in, reach up with our arms and come up onto your toes. Keep reaching, keep holding. Let the heels come back down. Let the hands reach out in front. We're going to come all the way down to a squat. Bring our palms together and use our elbows into our inner legs. Relax the shoulders. This time we're going to come all the way up, reaching the hands out. We're going to come all the way back onto our toes, reaching for the ceiling. Keep holding, keep reaching. And release down. Well done. We're going to step our legs a little wider now. We're going to extend back with our arms. We're going to come to a lovely twist. So we're going to bring our right hand all the way over to our left ankle, but try not to move the legs. It's like they're the roots of the tree. We're just twisting the upper body. So as you come round, that right hand comes down, that left arm reaches up. You can keep your gaze towards your foot, or you turn your head towards your left arm, which does twist the body a little bit more if it's okay with you. Checking back in that you're breathing fully into your body, no shallow breathing. And then breathing in, coming back. We'll take that twist the other way. Our left hand is coming to our right ankle. Our right arm is reaching back and up. Looking towards that right hand if we feel okay. Coming back up. going to breathe in, reach up and turn towards our right foot and lower towards our right leg. Holding here. If your hands don't quite reach the floor, you can grab a block here, or simply just hold the back of the leg, slowly lowering yourself down. Use the out breath to bring you a little deeper if it feels okay. We're going to come back up. We're going to reach up to the ceiling, twist our bodies towards our left leg and fold down. So maybe you can feel one side is tighter. Use your breath to maybe delve a little deeper as those muscles start to lengthen again, releasing any tightness or tension. Taking one more breath here. And the next breath brings us up, releasing the arms. Well done. Let's just come to a little bit of balance before we sit down. So we're going to do tree pose. It's a nice one to do. I want you to find something to hold your gaze first of all and bring the legs together. So finding that point to hold the gaze, we're going to take the weight onto the right leg. And then we slowly start to bring in our left knee. That foot comes to the inner leg. Our hands come to our heart center. And we hold. If you want to extend, you can bring your arms all the way up towards your ears, reaching for the ceiling. Breathing here. And we can start to open the arms, reaching the arms out a little. And bringing the hands together, back down to the heart center. And releasing that knee back in and down. So we want to change sides. So finding that point to hold the gaze, it really does help with your balance. And we're taking the weight onto the left leg this time. We're bringing in that right knee, bringing that foot to the inner leg, bringing the hands to the heart center. Bringing up the arms, reaching for the ceiling. Holding here. Maybe opening the arms out. Bringing the arms back in, bringing the arms back down. Release that knee. Well done, everyone. Let's sit down. So we're going to cross our legs. Do take a drink of water if you need it. I'm just going to have a sip from keep talking, dry throat. So we're going to bring in our left foot first, and then our right leg is just in front of us. So this is where we may need our block for our head or for a little bit of support. So from here, you're going to start to walk your hands forward. So maybe you might stay on your hands, maybe you might come onto your elbows, maybe that block might just support the forehead. You should be feeling a nice deep stretch into your right side, into the right glute, into the leg, into the lower back. And if you're using your block, You might start to lower it as you hold the pose, as the muscles release. Let the arms relax. Just taking a breath into the body. And slowly releasing that breath back out. We're going to take one more long breath here. Very slowly start to bring yourself back up. We're going to bring our left hand to our right knee, take a twist towards our right shoulder, really lengthen through your spine. Imagine you're lifting up from the waist, pulling that right shoulder back, looking behind you. Change the cross of the legs. So we're going to bring in our right leg first of all, and then take our left in front. If you find it hard to come down towards the floor or your support, it does help to sit on a blanket. So do take that option if you need it. The other option that's good is if you do suffer with your knee joint. I suffer a little bit with my right side. If you roll up a belt or a strap and just pop that into the joint, it does really help. So we're going to be folding forwards once again. You might want to bring your block up to start with, bringing the forehead to the block, walking the hands forward or bringing the elbows down to the floor and just holding here. So we're taking our time. We're not rushing, we're using our breath to lower into our forward fold. So maybe we want to go deeper, maybe we don't. You decide how far you want to take this forward bend. Very slowly bringing yourself back up. We're going to take a twist, our right hand to our left knee, our left hand is behind, twisting towards that left shoulder. Yourself back to center. Let the legs come out in front of you. Bringing the legs together. Give them a shake out if they need it. And then we're going to sit back on our hands, fingers pointing towards us, and we're going to push up into our upward plank. Bringing the head back if you want to, or keeping the head in line with the body. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the thighs, pointing the toes away, squeezing the shoulders, holding here, and then very slowly lowering back down. We're going to keep our legs together this time. We're going to breathe in, reach up, and exhale towards our toes. So you might want that strap again around your feet. to bring us down. Taking our time. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to very slowly bring ourselves back up. Release that side. Just hug in your left knee. We're going to reach forward with our left arm. Turn our palm outwards and then just wrap that arm around the leg. You're bringing your right hand back to meet it. If the hands don't meet, you grab your strap and you hold on to your strap. A nice shoulder opener for that left side. As you breathe in, just send the breath into that left shoulder. We're going to take one more breath. And then slowly release out. Just take hold of that leg. Give it a shake side to side. Working into the hip a little. And then we are going to be bringing the legs back together. I'm just going to swivel around so you can see me better. So the legs are together, you're sitting evenly, and we're going to hug in that right knee this time. Pushing the heel away on the left side. Bring that heel as close to you as you can, it will help you bind. So we're going to reach forward with the right arm, turn that right hand out and wrap it around our right knee. That left hand is coming back to meet it. We're getting a nice shoulder opener. Sending our breath into that right side. Taking a few more breaths here. One more breath. And then slowly release, take hold of that leg. Give it a shake side to side. And release that leg down. We're going to turn around and come onto our tummies when you're ready. And we're either going to place our hands palms down on our mat, or you can make fists with your hands and just place them underneath your hips. So whatever you find more comfortable. I find this version more comfortable, but you might want to try both and decide. So our feet are together. We're going to do Shalabhasana locust pose. So starting by raising your right leg, but keeping your chin on the mat. So we're squeezing that right leg up, squeezing the glute and holding here. So your hips are still in contact with either your hands or your mat, depending on the position of your hands. We're squeezing that right side, holding that leg up. Keep squeezing, keep holding. And before we release out, just see if you can bring that right leg a little higher and then lower it down. Bring the legs back together, keeping that chin on the mat. We're going to change sides. We're going to raise up our left leg. Point the toe away. Squeeze that left glute. Making sure we're not rolling the hips. The hips are in line. Full contact with the hands or the mat. Squeezing and holding. Before we release out, we're going to raise up a little bit more and then lower that leg down. This time we're going to move our arms away from our body. We're going to keep our palms facing upwards. We're going to also separate the feet a little as well. And then from here, we're going to start to bring up the chin, the chest, the arms and the legs and hold. So reaching back, a little bit like Superman pose. Really good for the lower back. It's a great back strengthener. Keeping the gaze forward. Keep holding, keep squeezing the glutes. Taking one more breath. And slowly lowering down. Just bringing that chin back to the mat, bringing the legs back together. We're going to extend into our left arm and we're going to roll onto our left ear into our shoulder stretch. So you decide how far back you want to take it. You might stay quite high on that left hip or you might start to roll the bottom towards the floor. That right arm and right shoulder relaxed. We are going to be changing sides, so we're going to extend out our right arm, roll onto our right ear, our left hand is our support, and we decide how far back we want to go. Breathing into that right shoulder. Taking your time here. Imagine all those muscles around the shoulder, releasing any tension. Down into the biceps, and the triceps, deltoid muscle, trapezius, all releasing any tension, any tightness. Slowly roll ourselves back to center. This time bringing both hands under your shoulders and sitting back into Balasana. forehead comes down, you can bring the arms alongside the legs. Just breathing here. Taking our time. Checking back in that we're breathing fully into the body. We're going to take one more breath. And then we're going to slowly roll back up and come down onto our backs when you're ready. So just take a bend into your legs. Make sure you can touch your heels. The arms are alongside you. So we're going to start in our bridge pose. So when you feel ready, just push up the hips, squeeze the glutes, and we're going to link our fingers and come onto our shoulders as well. So we're extending into the chest, we're tucking in the chin. Feet are on the mat, pushing into your heels a little, feeling that stretch along the thighs, breathing into the abdomen. We're going to take one more breath. We're then going to release our arms back alongside us and slowly lower the spine back down. We're going to hug in the knees, give ourselves a squeeze, rolling a little on the back. Rolling side to side. And then bringing the arms back alongside you, pushing the heels up to the ceiling. Activating the core muscles, tucking in the chin. We're going to breathe in, and as we exhale, we're going to start to lower the legs. We're just going to be hovering our legs just above our mat, using the core, holding here, breathing here, and then bringing the legs back up, pushing the heels back to the ceiling. We're going to do that again. So as we breathe in, when we exhale, we start to lower the legs and hold. Really engaging the core. Bring up the legs, push the heels to the ceiling. We're going to bring up the arms, just separate the feet a little and bring up the head. Holding here. Just engaging the core. Bringing the head down, taking hold of the toes or taking hold of the back of the legs. Just drawing the toes towards you, or holding the back of the legs, drawing the legs towards you. taking the legs out to the side, supporting the legs or supporting the toes. A nice stretch in the inner leg. Bring the legs back in. Bringing up the head, holding here. Releasing the head, hugging the knees to the chest, squeezing the knees, taking that rock. Just let that left leg extend down onto your mat. We're squeezing just the right knee in now. Really squeeze it into the chest. And then release that right side and squeeze in the left. Maybe squeezing that knee in. Release that left side. We're going to take a bend into both feet once again, or both legs, bringing them back to that hip width apart position. And then we're going to place our right foot on top of our left knee. We're going to draw that left knee into our leg cradle. Use your breath to, as you breathe in, just release that knee a little. As you exhale, hug the knee in. Keep using your breath in this way. We're going to change sides when you're ready. Left heel on the right knee and draw that right knee in. We're using our breath, breathing in, releasing the knee a little. Breathing out, hugging the knee in. Keeping the movement slow with your breath. That knee in for a moment. Release the legs, bring the feet back down to the mat, keeping that bend into the legs but bringing the knees together. We're going to link our fingers and just place our hands underneath our head. Relax the elbows on the floor. Breathe in, bring the knees to the chest and let the knees go to the left and the head to the right. In our spinal twist. Just let the eyes close. Letting the breath travel back through the spine like we did at the start of the practice. Slowly bringing yourself back to center and taking the legs the other way, turning the head to the left and the knees go to the right. Slowly coming back to center, we're coming to Shavasana when you're ready. Just letting the legs fall out to the side. And the palms face upwards. Making sure you're warm, making sure you're comfortable. Letting the eyes just close. Just take rest. Breath is coming in and releasing back out, but there's no control. Body lying in Shavasana. Being aware of the different body parts in contact with your mat. The back of the head, shoulders, the arms. Spine, the buttocks, the back of the legs, and the heels. As you breathe in, just visualize now healing energy entering the body. That healing energy is spreading throughout, away from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Awakening the body now with that healing energy. When you feel ready, just starting to bring movement back. Maybe taking a stretch. Bringing the knees in. Whatever feels good for you. Just slowly bringing yourself back to center when you're ready. To your heart center and thank yourself for your practice. Namaste. Namaste everyone. I hope you enjoyed our Wednesday session. Feel free to practice as much as you want to, and I will see you very soon. Lots of love now. Bye for now.